So what's the best place to farm runes in Diablo 2? That's what we're going to explore. And this is from the perspective of, as you play through, you've got Act 1 and Act 2. I need to sidebar for a moment. Act 1 is pretty straightforward. You level up, you get used to your character, you start planning out your skills in the various trees. Maybe you get a couple of lucky green drops or yellow drops. You move into the monastery, a couple of tense moments right there. And then you move to Act 2. Act 2, things get harder really, really quicker. And part of it depends on the monster spawns that it generates in that moment. But Act 2 gets much harder because half of Act 2, or a little bit more than half of Act 2, takes place underground. It's the sands, right? It's themed. You're going through the various tombs and you're exploring them. Fantastic narrative. But essentially, it's corridors connected by rooms, where in Act 1, like 90 or 80% of it, a good portion of it, is open plains. So you can engage from different areas. Area effect stuff works. You can pull away, pop off a few potions, go back in. You've got room to maneuver. The monastery itself, things are in tight. But again, that's the final act of Act 1, piece of Act 1, and by then you're leveled up and ready to go. So you get to Act 2, and things get a lot harder. So runes, I think they really start to come into power Act 2, because they're going to give you a boost with socketed items that you at least have a level of control. Now, there's going to be some named drops and some interesting stuff that I think are better than socketed, whether you're going runes or gemstones, but they're completely random. And at this part, magic farming gear, we're not quite there yet. You might have a ring or two that gives you some, +7, +8% magic find, but we don't have that clear gear. Generally, to sidebar with magic find, I like to save the topazes, so this way I can transmute them to their purest form, put them in the best gear. Really, at that point, then focus on magic find. But you might have a little bit of magic find, and you're subject to the random drops. Socketed stuff gives you a level of control. And we really need to boost up our characters for Act 2. So this is where runes come in, because they tend to drop in certain areas much more than gems. Okay, the Countess. There's right before the monastery, there's that tower. It's got a couple of levels where you go down and you fight the Countess. I think this is the best place to speed run early on rune drops, because it's next to a waypoint, so I can just make a straight line to it. If I've mapped it out, going through the quest the first time, I've mapped it out. I know how to quickly go. I've got to fight some stuff along the way. Okay, I get a little bit of experience, right? It's not quite an experienced farm run. There's places to do that, but I'm multitasking. I'm getting both. And then the Countess herself drops those runes. Take them back, keep what is good, sell what's bad, socket items. That's going to give you the boost for Act 2. Early on, that is the best rune farming place. Now, turning it over to you, my fellow D2 enthusiasts, runes, gems. Where do we farm those early on to get us past Act 2, pushing us into Act 3?